In the heart of the city, hidden behind crumbling buildings and overgrown foliage, lay an abandoned carnival. Whispers of its dark past deterred most people from venturing near. Tonight, however, Emma found herself drawn to its rusted gates. Emma was an avid explorer, always seeking out the mysteries and forgotten corners of her town. She had heard stories about the haunted carnival, but dismissed them as mere urban legends. Determined to uncover the truth, she pushed the gates open with a creak and stepped inside. The air was thick with the scent of decay and a haunting melody from a broken carousel. As Emma wandered deeper, the flickering lights of the old rides cast eerie shadows, and she could almost hear the distant laughter of children that once filled the park. Suddenly, a loud bang echoed through the air. Emma's heart raced as she spun around, her flashlight beam cutting through the darkness. It was then she noticed the funhouse, its once vibrant paint now faded and peeling. Curiosity piqued. She made her way inside. The funhouse was a maze of distorted mirrors and twisted corridors. As she navigated the labyrinth, she could feel the walls closing in, the whispers growing louder. A sense of dread washed over her, but she pressed on, determined to find the source of the strange occurrences. At the end of the maze, Emma stumbled upon a hidden trapdoor. With a deep breath, she pried it open and descended the rickety stairs into the depths below. The air grew colder, and an unsettling silence enveloped her. She found herself in a dimly lit hallway, the walls lined with rusty, blood-stained medical equipment. The scent of antiseptic and rot filled her nostrils, and she realized she had stumbled upon an underground hospital. The rumors of the carnival's dark past suddenly seemed all too real. Emma's flashlight flickered as she explored the abandoned hospital. She came across old patient records, detailing horrific experiments conducted in the name of science. The rooms were filled with rusty beds, restraints, and eerie drawings scribbled on the walls by former patients. As she ventured further, Emma felt a chill run down her spine. She turned to see a shadowy figure standing at the end of the hallway. Panic set in, but her feet seemed glued to the floor. The figure began to move towards her, its presence growing more oppressive with each step. Desperate to escape, Emma sprinted down the corridor, her heart pounding in her chest. She burst through a set of double doors and found herself in the operating room. The walls were covered in old bloodstains, and the air was filled with the faint sound of surgical instruments clinking. Emma's flashlight landed on an old, rusted gurney in the center of the room. Strapped to it was a decaying mannequin, its lifeless eyes staring up at the ceiling. But as she approached, the mannequin's head slowly turned to face her. With a scream, Emma fled the operating room, her mind racing with fear. She navigated the maze of hallways, desperately searching for an exit. She could hear the footsteps of the shadowy figure growing closer, its raspy breaths echoing through the halls. Finally, she found a set of stairs leading back up to the carnival. She scrambled up, the shadowy figure close behind. As she emerged into the night air, she slammed the trapdoor shut and ran towards the exit. Emma burst through the carnival gates, her chest heaving as she gasped for breath. She glanced back one last time, the shadowy figure now nowhere in sight. The carnival stood silent and dark, a stark reminder of the horrors hidden beneath its surface. She knew she could never forget what she had seen. The haunted carnival and its underground hospital would remain etched in her memory forever, a chilling tale she would carry with her for the rest of her days.